Most of our goals are derailed by tiny, automatic choices made throughout the day. We hit the snooze button or stay silent in a meeting, creating a compounding pattern of hesitation that keeps our potential out of reach. Author Mel Robbins was caught in this cycle of avoidance until she saw a rocket on a launch pad during a late-night broadcast. The countdown she heard that night offered a way to bypass her own internal resistance. The following morning, she ignored her instinct to stay in bed. She didn't wait for motivation, she simply counted backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stood up. Significant change is the result of these 5-second windows. By counting down, you physically move before your brain has the chance to manufacture an excuse. Hesitation is more than a pause. It's a stress signal. When you wait to act, your brain perceives a threat and shifts into a defensive mode designed to keep you safe and stagnant. There is a 5-second window between the impulse to do something and the moment your mind starts working against you. This diagram shows the starting ritual in action. Counting backward acts as a metacognition tool, interrupting the default habit loops governing your behavior. Counting backward creates a mental dead end. Once you hit 1, there is nowhere else to go, which triggers physical action. This follows the golden rule of habits. You change the behavior pattern first. When you physically move at 1, your physiology changes, and your mental state is forced to align with that movement. This tool is effective because it works on any behavior you want to modify. You can use it to initiate a workout, stop an impulsive reaction, or break a cycle of procrastination. Procrastination is a habit of avoidance, not a reflection of your work ethic. It is an encoded response to the discomfort of a difficult task. Every task requires activation energy, the initial push needed to overcome the friction of starting. Harder tasks require more energy just to begin. The countdown forces your prefrontal cortex to take over. It manually switches your brain from its emotional, reactive state into an active, logical mode that helps you start the work. Using the countdown to bypass the thinking phase is the most effective way to manage your time and increase your daily output. These same principles apply to internal mental traps. Worry and anxiety are essentially thought habits that have become hardwired over time. When you notice your mind beginning to spiral into negative self-talk, you have 5 seconds to assert control before the loop takes over. You can use the countdown to physically interrupt the panic sequence. Counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 creates a barrier that stops the downward spiral. Once you hit 1, immediately fill the space with an anchor thought, a predetermined positive thought that provides a stable direction for your mind. Mental control is found in the 5 seconds it takes to pivot your focus away from fear and toward your goals. Confidence is not a personality trait you are born with. It is a skill developed through repeated action. You build it every time you choose to follow an instinct despite feeling afraid. The impact of this rule can be life-saving. In London, a man named Steve was struggling with PTSD and contemplated jumping from a ferry railing. In the critical 5 seconds, he counted down, moved away from the edge, and sought help. This post is from James, who lost his brother to suicide and used the rule to find the momentum to start living again. He used the countdown to push through his grief and complete a 100-mile run in his brother's honor. The 5-second rule scales from simple productivity to profound interventions in moments of absolute crisis. Micro moves made in solitary moments define the trajectory of a life. You cannot reclaim the years spent hesitating, but a 5-second decision can change your immediate future. When your instincts speak, honor them immediately. Count backward and physically move. Choosing courage in a single moment transforms a day, which eventually dictates the direction of a life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.